Welcome to Stella Sage, the self-development channel where we co-create with the cosmos. Today we're delving deep into the celestial energies surrounding the upcoming new moon in Pisces, set to occur on March 10th at 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. This lunation marks a significant opening energy that's leading us up to the Libra Lunar Eclipse on March 25th. Leave it to Pisces to have one complicated new moon. This lunation seems stuck in a limbo of all sorts of depth. On one end, we have the light, ethereal, flowing energy of Pisces intertwined with the darkness of the new moon phase and its aspects to Pluto and Lilith. On the other end, we have ushering in change and new beginnings as the start of the lunar cycle with striking influences from Uranus in Taurus and Mercury at 0 degrees Aries. And then, at the same time, the energies of release, endings, and completion, with its relationship as the last sign of the zodiac, its association with the ending of the Piscean Age, and the energetic connection of this moon cycle, culminating with a lunar eclipse. So, complicated? Yes. But with a deeper look, we can see how all of these energies are speaking in redundancy of the same overarching theme. One of life's most profound mysteries, the limbo between completion and a new beginning. The space where transformation takes root and dreams begin to blossom. In this liminal space, we find ourselves suspended between two worlds, the familiar shores of what once was and the uncharted territories of what could be. It's here in this delicate balance that we discover the true essence of resilience, courage, and faith. So do as Pisces does and send me a thumbs up before you sit back, get comfortable, and toke on some leaf, nibble on some shrooms, or just gulp down a big canister of water as we dive deep into the realms of this cosmic tale. But before we dive in, I want to take a moment to promote this theme-appropriate cropped tee, which I designed and sell at stellasage.com. Though the High Priestess card is technically associated with the sign Cancer, its message is carried within all of the water signs. The High Priestess encourages you to look beneath the surface and listen to your intuition as you dive deeper. This major arcana card reminds you that while things are not always as they seem, you can trust your intuition. So maybe you're not into tarot or marijuana, but if you are, or you know someone who is, then here's a must-have cute and comical parody t-shirt of the High Priestess. So I'll leave a link for you in the description below. So in today's video, we'll be discussing the nature of Pisces energy, including its astrological associations, symbolism, history, and esoteric archetypes. Then we'll discuss the influencing energy of the planetary transits for this new moon, along with the activated 42nd human design gate and gene key, the significance of the transitional era that we're currently living through, leaving the Piscean Age as we shift into the age of Aquarius. And lastly, I'll share an artistic expression of my internal dialogue from my personal perspective of feeling stuck in the limbo phase of the process of manifestation in the material world, with sage advice that can help us all see through to the other side of this transformative time. Pisces embodies the process of identity dissolution, where a deep longing emerges in the psyche to merge with a larger, greater whole, ideally with the infinite or with a divine presence, reflecting its mystical connection. This urge for self-transcendence extends to surrendering to anything perceived as grander than the self, leading to a cultivation of humility. As Pisces dissolves the barriers between individuals, it fosters profound compassion, sympathy, and empathy. Internally, Pisces dissolves the walls between consciousness and unconsciousness, yielding phenomena associated with mysticism such as clairvoyance and extrasensory manifestations. This dissolution unleashes a fertile imagination, immersing the psyche in a realm of imagery, connections derived from an overall essence, and aesthetic perceptions, resulting in the creation of art and beauty. In its purest form and ideal expression, Pisces inspires a desire to leave tangible evidence of one's internal processes with the world. Pisces is the 12th astrological sign in the zodiac, representing those born between February 19th and March 20th, often characterized by their compassion, intuition, and imaginative nature. Overall, Pisces energy encompasses a complex interplay of spirituality, emotions, and creativity. Let's further explore the nature of Pisces energy, including its astrological associations, symbolism, history, and esoteric archetypes. Its symbol is of two fish swimming in opposite directions, representing the dual nature of Pisces. It symbolizes the conflict between the material and spiritual worlds, the conscious and the unconscious mind, and the struggle between reality and fantasy. Fish themselves are often associated with water, which is the element of Pisces, along with the signs Cancer and Scorpio. Water symbolizes emotions, intuition, and the subconscious mind. Pisces is one of the 4 mutable signs, lending its adaptable, versatile, and curious nature. Mutable signs are the 3rd modality group, representing the end of each season. Apart from Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius are the other signs in this group. The symbol of the fish has been present in various cultures and mythologies throughout history. In ancient Babylonian mythology, the fish was associated with the goddess Atargatis, who was often depicted as a mermaid. In Greek mythology, the fish are sometimes associated with Aphrodite and her son Eros, who transformed into a fish to escape the monster Typhon. Additionally, the story of the constellation Pisces is often linked to the goddess Venus and her son Cupid. In modern astrology, Pisces is co-ruled by the planet Neptune, which is the higher octave of the planet Venus, and traditionally ruled by Jupiter in classical astrology. Neptune is associated with spirituality, mysticism, and the unconscious mind, while Jupiter represents expansion, wisdom, and higher learning. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, representing the culmination of the astrological year. It is associated with endings, transitions, and spiritual transformation. Pisces rules over the last of the 12 astrological houses. The 12th house is often associated with the hidden or unseen aspects of life, including secrets, mysteries, and the subconscious mind. This house is strongly linked to spirituality, mysticism, and transcendence. It symbolizes the connection to higher realms, the divine, and spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation. The 12th house can also represent isolation, seclusion, and retreat. It may indicate periods of introspection, withdrawal, or the need to retreat from the outside world to explore the inner dimensions. The 12th house is also associated with institutions such as hospitals, prisons, or monasteries, as well as experiences of confinement or restriction. It may indicate involvement with such institutions or a need to overcome limitations imposed by societal structures. The 12th house is also linked to creative imagination, dreams, and the subconscious mind. It represents the realm of the psyche, where dreams, fantasies, and intuitive insights originate. This house can signify qualities such as compassion, empathy, and sensitivity to the suffering of others. It may indicate a strong inclination towards helping those in need or serving others in a selfless manner. This house can signify acts of sacrifice, selflessness, and redemption. It may involve surrendering ego desires for the greater good, experiencing spiritual purification, or seeking redemption for past mistakes. Some astrologers associate the 12th house with karma, past lives, and unresolved issues from the past. It may symbolize karmic patterns that need to be addressed or transcended in the present lifetime. Overall, the 12th house represents a deeply spiritual and introspective domain of the astrological chart, where the boundaries between the self and the universe blur, and the soul seeks connection with higher truths and dimensions of existence. We can see these themes carry through in the Piscean personality. Pisces are often associated with themes of compassion, empathy, and spirituality. Individuals with strong Pisces energy may be highly intuitive, imaginative, and empathetic. They may possess a strong desire to help and heal those in need. Pisces is associated with psychic energy due to its connection to the hidden realms. The sign is also associated with creativity, and Pisceans are often drawn to the arts, music, and other forms of creative expression. On the shadow side, Pisces energy can sometimes manifest as escapism, illusion, or martyrdom. Hence, the association with psychedelics and substance abuse. Pisceans may struggle with boundaries and may be prone to self-deception or self-sacrifice. In relationships, Pisces may seek deep emotional connections and may be drawn to partners who share their spiritual or creative interests. Now that we understand all of that about Piscean energy, we can see the profound astrological significance of a new moon occurring in this sign. Due to not only the symbolic and spiritual nature of Pisces, but also its placement at the end of the astrological cycle. Pisces, being the final sign of the zodiac, represents the culmination of a journey, a completion of the cycle before a new one begins. It carries the energy of endings, dissolution, and surrender. Pisces encourages us to let go of the past, release what no longer serves us, and connect with our higher selves. All themes typically associated with the full moon, whereas new moons are associated with fresh starts, new beginnings, and opportunities for growth. It's a time of planting seeds, setting intentions, and initiating projects or endeavors. The energy of the new moon is conducive to setting goals, starting new ventures, and embarking on journeys, both literal and metaphorical. However, this moon cycle culminates with a lunar eclipse. In other words, an extra potent full moon, symbolizing endings, culmination, and emotional revelations. It's a time of heightened emotions and intensified energies where hidden truths come to light and deep-seated emotions are brought to the surface. Lunar eclipses often coincide with major life events or shifts in consciousness. They serve as cosmic portals for transformation and growth, urging us to release what no longer serves us for our highest good and embrace new opportunities for growth and expansion. What makes this transitional theme even more significant is that beginning the same day as the new moon, March 10th, the human design gate 42 will be activated by transit and will continue to be active all through this eclipse season and will continue to last through to the full moon in Scorpio on April 23rd. Gate 42 is the gate of growth and increase. This gate embodies the energy of maturation and completion. It holds the drive for growth and expansion, as well as the potential for personal development and advancement. This gate is all about cycles of growth, development, and completion. It encompasses the start of new projects as well as the ability to see them through to their end. The energy of 42 is cyclical. It is about understanding and accepting that everything has a natural rhythm, its beginning, middle, and end. There's a sense of being in sync with the natural progression of life and work, an understanding of the necessity of each phase in the overall growth process. The gate of growth teaches us that nothing is permanent. Change is constant. Individuals with this gate activated may feel a strong urge to continuously improve themselves and their circumstances, seeking to expand their horizons and reach new heights in life. I know this energy well, as it is the gate of my design Earth placement and life purpose sphere in my Gene Keys chart. Hence, having a YouTube channel all about personal development inspired by the cosmos. But with this gate activated through transits, we'll all be feeling this energy at the collective level. So we can use this energy to help us step into our higher selves and create the life of our dreams. Gene Key 42 describes the energy at the shadow frequency as expectation, detachment at the gift level, and has the city of celebration. So our lesson here is to strive for things that we want while also releasing that attachment to the outcome, living with the flow of the universe, trusting in the process to guide us to what is ultimately for our best interest. And for this gene key, the words of Richard Rudd writes, "When we go into this, we'll discover what blissfulness feels like. We'll touch the ecstatic realms where the mind lets go, where thinking comes to an end. When thoughts do come, they are the thoughts of God. So they only engender more bliss. We'll become like a child again, and life becomes heaven on earth." Now, if you ask me, I'm not sure there could be a grouping of words that can sound any more Piscean than that. Now let's look how the planetary transits are influencing this lunation and what they have to say about this transitional theme. This new moon in Pisces is conjunct its planetary ruler Neptune, adding to its power of imagination, intuition, and spiritual connection, making this lunation fertile for our manifestation practices. By aligning our intentions with our deepest values and aspirations, this energy is potent to sow the seeds for a future guided by love, compassion, and higher consciousness. This Sun and Moon conjunction is also forming a sextile aspect with Uranus and Taurus. With this alignment, the astrological energies blend harmoniously, offering an opportunity for innovation, inspiration, and positive change. The Sun and the Moon conjunct in Pisces symbolizes a time of heightened intuition, emotional sensitivity, and spiritual awareness, encouraging us to delve deep into our subconscious, connect with our dreams, and embrace our compassionate and empathetic nature. It's a period conducive to introspection, creativity, and spiritual growth. Uranus and Taurus, on the other hand, represents innovation, progress, and liberation. Uranus is the planet of change and revolution, while Taurus embodies stability, material security, and the physical world. The sextile aspect creates an easy flow of energy, allowing us to integrate the qualities of both signs in a harmonious way, and fosters a spirit of experimentation, openness, and adaptability, enabling us to break free from old patterns, routines, and limitations. With Uranus being in the sign Taurus, this may inspire us to find innovative and creative ways to create abundance, cultivate sustainability, and nurture our connection with the natural world. On a personal level, this alignment may bring opportunities for sudden insights, breakthroughs, or positive changes to our lives. It can facilitate moments of inspiration, heightened creativity, and spiritual awakening as we tap into the universal flow of energy and align with our higher purpose. Collectively, this alignment may manifest as advancements in technology, breakthroughs in environmental sustainability, or shifts in the financial and economic landscape that promote greater equality, innovation, and progress. It encourages us to embrace change with optimism and curiosity, trusting in our ability to adapt and thrive in the face of uncertainty. This new moon is also sitting in an opposition to Black Moon Lilith in Virgo. This creates a dynamic tension between the ethereal, dreamy energy of Pisces and the analytical, practical energy of Virgo. Lilith in Virgo brings themes of shadow work, healing, and purification to the forefront. Virgo is meticulous, detail-oriented, and concerned with practical matters and self-improvement. Black Moon Lilith represents the darker, repressed aspects of the feminine, including rage, power struggles, and defiance against societal norms. The opposition aspect can highlight the tension between surrendering to the flow of life, Pisces, and striving for perfection and control, Virgo. It may bring up issues related to self-doubt, guilt, and the need to address and integrate our shadow selves. This alignment invites us to balance the spiritual and the practical, the intuitive and the analytical, and the light and the dark within ourselves. It encourages us to explore our subconscious patterns and beliefs, release any feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness, and embrace our authentic selves with compassion and acceptance. Ultimately, this aspect wants us to integrate both ends of the spectrum, to trust in the unseen forces of the universe while also taking practical steps to manifest our dreams and aspirations in the material world. It invites us to acknowledge and honor the full spectrum of the human experience, recognizing that true healing and growth comes from embracing our shadows as well as our light. On the same day as the new moon, Mercury ingresses into the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, again calling attention to new beginnings and the spirit of initiation and assertive energy. Mercury is bringing a dynamic energy to the table, as not only is the planet associated with communication, intellect, and the mind sitting at 0 degrees Aries, but it also forms a conjunction with Neptune in Pisces and sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. This creates a potent blend of energy that stimulates both intuition and transformation. Mercury in Aries brings assertive communication, quick thinking, and a pioneering spirit. Aries is a fire sign known for its boldness and enthusiasm, encouraging us to speak our minds with confidence and take decisive action. With Mercury here, our thoughts may be spontaneous and direct, and we may feel compelled to express ourselves with passion and courage. Neptune in Pisces, on the other hand, adds a dreamy, imaginative quality to the mix. Neptune's influence heightens our sensitivity, intuition, and connection to the unseen realms. It encourages us to trust our inner guidance, explore our dreams and fantasies, and tap into the collective unconscious. The conjunction of Mercury and Neptune suggests that our thoughts and perceptions may be colored by idealism, intuition, and imagination. We may find ourselves inspired by creative ideas, visions, and spiritual insights. However, we should also be mindful of the potential confusion, illusion, or deception, as Neptune's influence can blur the lines between reality and fantasy. The sextile aspect between Mercury, Neptune, and Pluto in Aquarius adds depth and intensity to the equation, with an opportunity for harmonious cooperation and integration between these energies. Pluto is a planet of transformation, power, and regeneration, and its placement in Aquarius, as the sign ruled by the previously mentioned Uranus, emphasizes themes of innovation and revolution. With Mercury, Neptune, sextile Pluto, we have the potential to delve deep into the realms of the subconscious, uncovering hidden truths and psychological insights. This aspect supports deep, transformative conversations, research, and investigation. It can also facilitate healing and releasing of old subconscious patterns, especially those related to communication, perception, and belief systems. Overall, the combination of Mercury in Aries, conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and sextile Pluto in Aquarius offers a powerful opportunity for self-discovery, spiritual growth, and collective evolution. It encourages us to trust our intuition, embrace change, and explore new ways of thinking and communicating that can lead to profound transformation and empowerment. This is a great new moon to work with the element fire in your manifestation practice. Whether it be to write down what you desire to call into your life or what you want to release, and then burn the paper, allowing the smoke to speak your intentions to the universe. It's also an amazing time to work with subliminal reprogramming, listening to these meditations to rewrite your subconscious patterns so that you can better align with the energy to manifest your dreams. So, talk around the age of Aquarius beginning and the age of Pisces ending has been a popular topic for some time now, with headline after headline stating we're entering a golden age. I recently came across this article written in 1980 by Stephen Forrest called The Bright and Cloudy Dawn of a New Age, Stephen Forrest on the Next 2,000 Years. And in my opinion, it's worth the read as it goes into great detail about the cycle of ages. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But here, it's worth noting, due to the greater theme we see carrying through this lunation cycle, with the overlapping energies of endings with beginnings. Here we see this concept taken to a whole nother scale. I suppose it's an exercise of perspective, so let's indulge, shall we? For thousands of years, humanity has been immersed in the age of Pisces, characterized by ideals of peace, love, and brotherhood. Ideals that have often remained elusive. The darkness of Pisces emerges when we delve into its degenerative aspects, stemming from its core impulse to dissolve and merge with something greater. Individuals may lose their sense of self, surrendering their identity to external authorities, or succumbing to laziness and escapism. Additionally, there is a danger of becoming ensnarled in rigid belief systems, fostering a detachment from personal responsibility and ethical discernment. Historically, the dawning of the Piscean Age, roughly between 200 and 400 BC, marked a shift towards mystical pursuits and the unification of individuals with the divine. The age of Aries, which preceded Pisces, was a much more aggressive, forceful, and materialistic kind of age. You'd expect a very dramatic line of demarcation between these two. At that period of history, we find two events that shaped consciousness for 2,000 years to come. They were the birth of Buddha and Jesus Christ. Both of these teachers, in different ways, spoke of love and union of the individual with the infinite. They signaled a time when human consciousness was ready to begin working in a mystical direction. Under the influence of these two individuals, the Buddha and the Christ, world religion was established, one of the classic patterns of the Piscean Age. Individuals began the conscious work of unifying themselves with the infinite. But we also find that people began to lose themselves, not in the divine, but in the fingers that point to the divine, in the religions. Buddhism and Christianity began taking off around the world. A little after that, we find Mohammedanism exploding, the Islamic religions. Religious institutions grew rapidly, offering frameworks for spiritual growth, but also fostering division and conflict. Politically, the formation of empires like Rome highlighted a broader sense of identity, however, often at the expense of individual autonomy. The Piscean Age also catalyzed artistic flourishing, with innovations in perspective, music, and drama, reflecting a newfound appreciation for individual expression and beauty. The Renaissance, occurring approximately 3/4 into the age, marked a peak of creative energy and individuality, suggesting that the Piscean era's artistic legacy may endure beyond the transition into the Aquarian Age. While some anticipate the Aquarian Age as a utopian era of enlightenment, history cautions against such simplistic narratives. Just as the Piscean Age brought both enlightenment and shadows, the Aquarian Age will challenge humanity to deepen its capacity for love and self-awareness, albeit under different paradigms and challenges. The article goes on to explain how Aquarius and Pisces are fundamentally different, with Pisces representing the dissolution of individuality and Aquarius representing the formation of individuality. It suggests that the goal is not to transcend the ego, but to perfect it, as the ego itself is not inherently negative, but can develop negative traits. Under Aquarius, there's a celebration of individuality and a rejection of external rules, emphasizing freedom and exploration of self. However, there are dangers of selfishness and a tendency towards excessive intellectualism and technological advancement. The Aquarian Age is described as a time of radical change and individual empowerment, leading to shifts in religious, political, and social structures. Marriages and relationships are expected to evolve with a focus on individual growth and autonomy within partnerships. Overall, the article presents a nuanced view of the Aquarian Age as a period of both great potential and challenges, emphasizing the responsibility of individuals to shape the future positively. And if you've been watching any of my content or staying in tune with the energy of the cosmos, then you know this is a message that seems to be playing on repeat. Lastly, I'd like to add my personal touch to this overall topic at hand. At first look, it seems like I don't have much Piscean energy in my birth chart, but Pisces holds most of my 5th house, which now we know what a natural fit this sign is for that house, for the house that's all about creativity and self-expression. Also, the asteroid Psyche, which in astrology holds significant symbolism representing the soul, psychological transformation, and the journey towards self-discovery and enlightenment, which in my chart sits at 5 degrees of Pisces. Also, Neptune is part of a 5-planet stellium in my 3rd house, so this energy gives significant flavor to most of my planets and mental processes. So with all that in mind, I'm actually quite Piscean, which explains my deeply empathetic nature and keen fascination to the occult realms. So here's a little look into my internal world of mental chatter. You're a voice in my head I call Stella Sage. You speak so much wisdom to me, it seems from a place unknown. Still, most of the time I feel we're on the same page. But every now and again, I feel jerked out of the zone, into a reality where chaos cannot be postponed. In these moments I question, where was that peaceful path we conversed actually leading me towards? Which realm is more true? Why, when I step back to take in my surroundings, do I notice I'm traveling through so much negativity and resistance around me? I may no longer feel chained in place, but what is this path I've chosen to walk trekking me through? Where am I really? Is your voice guiding me to better or worse? But then too, I recall time and time again, even in the realm of wreckage and noise, I can hear your wisdom being spoke aloud in someone else's voice, calling to me in the distance, a place I feel like I already know, yet still can't seem to find my way there, just feeling stuck here, all alone. So I just keep slowly but surely following the sage advice. I know the energy I create is building my reality. My focus has been disciplined on what I want to see. But when I pause to look around me, I'm left there confused. Where am I? I don't see what I thought I had been building anywhere around me. So really, what have I actually been creating? It's like I'm stuck between worlds. My inner world does not seem to be manifesting or taking form in my outer reality. It seems like all I've done was destroyed everything I once cared about, all for the hope of more peace and my sanity. I've lost nearly everything I once had in my physical reality. It seems all for the sake of my authentic vitality. I mean, it's peaceful at least, but also so isolating. So what's worse? How am I not left here to question? Is this actually any better for me? Seeming all it's done was leave me with all my relationships threatened. But it's not like that answer even matters. It's not like I can go back. The damage is done. Plus, now all I can see is how the old was so fake and even uglier than I realized before the truth begun. But deep down, I know I needed to let go, so I could actually step into what life could be and what's truly meant for me. But now, it's just so much harder to give up on hope or lose trust in my internal guidance. So I guess I'll just sit for a while in silence. In this place of quiet stillness, your voice returns. You should embrace this limbo with an open heart and a spirit of curiosity, for it is a gift from God, a relaxing time of deep introspection and soulful reflection. Allow yourself some space to honor the lessons of the past, acknowledging their wisdom and gracefully letting go of what you know deep down just no longer serves you. But do not linger in the shadows of yesterday for too long, for the dawn of a new beginning awaits just beyond the horizon. Trust in the process, and in the divine time, you'll see 2020. Those seeds have long sprouted and will soon be thriving. But stay present in your journey, knowing that every step forward is guided by the whispers of the universe, and its message surrounds you in every mundane yet intimate moment. It speaks symbols to you in plain sight. So just embrace the flow and waltz with the galaxy's dance, as it beckons like a lighthouse from far out there in space and darkness, leading you with ease when you surrender to the whimsical movement. Embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder and anticipation, for it is within the realm of uncertainty that true magic is found. So worry not, for what you've been doing, you deserve to be proud. So dear soul, stand tall in this limbo, for soon you'll break through this cyclical cocoon. For it's in this space, between completion and beginning anew, that holds great power to shape your destiny and create the life of your dreams. So during this transitional time, continue to create with passion, daring to dream boldly and living courageously. Know that with each breath, each heartbeat, you are weaving the tapestry of your existence, a masterpiece of love, resilience, and boundless potential. So may you find peace in the transition, strength in the uncertainty, and joy in the journey. And may you emerge from this limbo reborn, renewed, and ready to embrace the brilliance of a new dawn and your bright and shiny new reality. So I hope you enjoyed today's cosmic exploration. I truly appreciate you spending your time with me. Trust me, I know that's not nothing. But can I still ask one favor? It's free. Can you please support my passion and all the effort that I've been putting into creating this channel by liking it or sharing it with your friends and subscribing? I'm not lying when I say it means the world to me. So thank you. And until next time, shine bright, star siblings. And the chart.